sparks gonna fly. The beast disobey, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. I know, different camera angle. My other camera decided not to work right as I'm starting the show, so you're getting a close-up view of me. So, sorry. Hope the ugliness of my face isn't too bad. But hey, welcome to the show. This show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, if you do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,315 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. All right. Well, I had this whole thing planned where I was going to talk about Joey Votto and his MVP thing, which I'm still going to talk about it. But then right before the show started, the let's see here. Where is it at? Is it down here? Yes. No, it's on the other one. The Pro Football Hall of Fame decided to come out and snub Ken Riley and Ken Anderson again, which is complete bullcrap. The senior coaching committee of the Pro Football Hall of Fame has voted Cliff Branch as senior nominee and Dick Vermeil as the coaching nominee for the class of 2022. What do we have to do to get through to you people? Ken Riley, Ken Anderson, they're supposed to be in. They're supposed to have been in already. You know when Dick Vermeil took the job over with the Rams in 99 when he unretired? They should have been in then. That was in 1999. It's 2021. Ken Riley, look at him. 5th all time. 5th still. And I've said this a million times. Everybody above him is in. And 3 guys below him are in. Charles Woodson just got in this year. It's ridiculous. Why is Ken Riley? What does Ken Riley have to do to make the Pro Football Hall of Fame? What does Ken Anderson have to do to make the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Ken Anderson held lots and lots of passing records in the 70s and 80s. He took his team to the Super Bowl. He beat Dan Fouts, who, oh, by the way, Dan Fouts is in the Super Bowl or in the Hall of Fame. But Ken Anderson's not? Come on, get out of here with that. I mean, I'm not saying anything about Dick Vermeil. Sure, Dick Vermeil deserves to be in there, but not now. Ken Riley should have been in. The man passed away, and you guys still didn't put him in. That's ridiculous. I mean, Dick Vermeil, he went to 2 Super Bowls. He won 1, lost 1. Great coach. Got no problem with him. Ken Riley retired in 1983. Ken Anderson retired in 1986. That's I'm dumbfounded. Yes, Crown. I completely agree with you. The Kens got robbed again. And that's the thing. I want to tell you this. If Joe Burrow, Jackpot Joey Burrow, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, you're new to the Bengals. This is what we deal with all the time. No respect. No respect at all. So that chip us Bengals fans have got on our shoulder got even bigger. So 2021 Bengals, go out there and kick some freaking ass because they don't believe in you. They don't believe in us. They don't believe in our organization, and it's bullcrap. I'm trying to be classy here, but man, I'm upset. It is unfreaking believable. Yes, it's like Chris. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Dick Vermeil cries a lot. Okay, does Ken Riley II, does he have to get up in front of everybody and cry? I mean, that's what what's his face did for the Cowboys who got in. Rob, Ken Riley, and Ken Anderson getting ignored once again. Canton, once again, is ridiculous. Yeah, Josh, congrats to the nominees, but absolutely crazy. Ken Riley still isn't getting the credit he deserves. I agree. Yeah, congratulations to him. Ken Anderson too. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with Dick Vermeil being in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The other guy, I'm sorry, I don't know who he is. It doesn't ring a bell. I'm not sure. But this was the year to get Ken Riley in. And what does this mean for Willie Anderson? I mean, that man deserves to be in, and he's still viable now. This is the senior committee we're dealing with right now with Ken Riley and Ken Anderson. Willie Anderson, we got to get him in. Or I don't know. I mean, does it all matter? Because you haven't won a Super Bowl? I mean, what do they have to do? I don't. We went to 2 of them. We went to 5 straight playoffs. We won multiple NFC North titles. No, we haven't won a damn Super Bowl. Trust me, it pisses me off. I wish we had won one. But what the hell did Dick Vermeil do more than Ken Riley did? Please, I would love a senior committee member to tell me, explain to me why Dick Vermeil deserves to get in there before Ken Riley does. Please, just tell me. Please, give me one good reason. And if you say winning a Super Bowl, that's stupid. That's not a good reason. The Hall of Fame is an individual reward. All right, let's see here. The comments, you guys are blowing it up. Tommy, screw the committee. Even though either they don't understand football or they're just using the buddy system. I don't know, dude. I really, I'm at a loss. I mean, I feel bad for Bengal Jim. I was talking to him. I was texting him earlier when this all happened. And he's just sick. I'm sick. I don't I don't know what us Bengals fans have to do. I mean, I told Ken Riley the second. I said, we're going to keep chopping wood. We're going to get his dad in. We're going to get Ken Riley in. We're going to get Ken Anderson. We're not going to stop. Pro Football Hall of Fame, you haven't heard the end of Who Dey Nation or Bengals Nation on Twitter. Speaking of that, tonight, Jimmy's going to have a couple guys on his show. Jeff Hobson and I think Ken Riley the second is going to be on the show tonight. Hopefully, we're hoping Ken Riley was going to be, celebrating his dad getting in. But join him tonight. He's got an extra long show. He's on at 8 o'clock. I think it's 8 to 10. All right, let's see here. Bud in Virginia. What's up? I wish they would come out and say why our guys aren't getting in. I would love it too, because their numbers are there. Their number, Ken Riley's numbers are still there. Ken Anderson's, they've gotten passed by a little bit because, it's such a passing league now. Shoot, if they had the rules they had now when Ken Anderson played, shoot, he'd be up there with Drew Brees and all these other guys, and Peyton Manning. That's how good Ken Anderson was. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the comments here in order. Chris, did they just ignore the Hall of Fame rally and all the other facts? Obviously they did. The Hall of Fame rally, they know about it. Trust me, we've been bombarding them on Twitter for about 2 years now. So they know. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, if you saw the tweets I retweeted and the comments I had and the other Bengals fans comment, yeah, trust me, they know. Crown said, I bet Jim is pissed. He just told me he's sick. He's extremely sick. It's just hard, man. I don't know what they're supposed to do. Ken Riley should have got in 20 years ago. Ken Anderson should have got in 20 years ago. It shouldn't even went to the senior committee. John Wick. The committee has old dudes who have previously trashed the Bengals organization. They need to remove these old dudes and get some new blood in the committee. Well, you would think the old guys would actually know how good Ken Anderson and Ken Riley were. You would think, but maybe they don't. Tommy says, I guess 5th all-time interception isn't good enough. These guys are a joke. And it's not even that. Let's look. Hold on. I got more stuff. The same stuff I've been popping up here for the last year. Where's it at? Ken Riley's. Hold on. Here it is. 15 seasons, 201 games started. 201 games started. 65 interceptions. 1983 first team All-Pro. And one thing they say is he was never a Pro Bowler. He had a pretty good cornerback next to him that was a Pro Bowler all the time. Again, Bengals getting snubbed for Pro Bowls and stuff like that. I'm completely irritated. I just, as I said, I think the Bengals, young Bengals, you guys, this is what, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you got the stripes. We got the stripes in our veins, just like Gift Vader says in the show intro there, which, by the way, if you guys have not checked out Gift Vader and Blacklight Productions on YouTube, check them out. Go give that song a ton of views, and hopefully we'll try to get that played in the stadium, I hope. But we got orange and black stripes in our veins. This is what it's like being a Bengals fan sometimes. But it's going to change. And that's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, all you guys, use this as fuel to prove everybody wrong. John Wick, an All-Pro is way better accolade than a Pro Bowler. LOL. Pro Bowler is a popular. I could not have said that any better, John. I completely agree with that statement. It is. You know, we'll just keep, like I told Ken Riley, say, we'll just keep chopping wood. We'll keep it going. We're not going to stop. This movement, and it is a movement we're starting here. Bengals Twitter, Who Dey Nation, Bengals Nation. It's a movement. We want our guys respected. We're not asking for everybody. We're asking for two of the greatest players in our organization to be in the Hall of Fame. And our second best tackle, offensive lineman ever, which I'm sorry, Willie, you're second, and Willie will even admit that. Anthony Munoz is number one. We want Willie in the Hall of Fame. He should have already been in there. He should be in there now. Hopefully he'll get in. We'll find. We gotta wait till Super Bowl to see if he gets in. But let's start right now getting the word out for Willie Anderson. Blow the Pro Football Hall of Fame up with Twitter. Nice. Be nice about it. You know, we don't want to be upset little children about it, which I am upset. But we got to be classy about this. But we need to try to get Willie in. That's the next thing. We got to get Willie in. Crip, the captain was right yesterday. Only us Bengals fans care about this team, not the media or the Hall of Fame. Yep, well, that's where we have to go, and we have to take respect. Speaking of the Cap, I had to bring him in. What's up, Cap?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I've been better. I'm a little irritated right now. I don't know about you, but this is kind of disappointing. But like you said on Twitter, we have to keep moving forward. And I think right now we start blasting Twitter with trying to get Willie Anderson in the Hall of Fame. That has to happen. Your thoughts?
You know what? We've got the perfect opportunity to show the power of Bengals fans. You know, you already talked about it. Bengal Jim did a great job organizing that in Canton. You know, had a lot of fans up there. But we are millions strong. We can exponentially use our voices for Willie, for Ken, both Kens, for how many other players that we have that are deserving. Mm-hmm. We're just getting started. You nailed it. You're basically talking about a movement, yep. A faceless movement, because it is every single one of us it just fed up.
I'm sick, dude. I'm absolutely sick. I'm trust me, I was a lot more upset and louder when I wasn't on the air. So I'm a little more calmer. There's a lot of stuff I shouldn't say that I want to say, but I'm not going to, because
I'll be honest. I mean, I swear like a sailor. Anybody that catches me at games at the right moment
yep.
knows that.
Yep.
And I have a hard time, your viewers, your listeners. What do we do? part of me wants to just carpet bomb every F word in letters and emails and everything I can is completely immature and unprofessional. And I almost apologize for even suggesting it. But the other part is, I've had private conversations around the voting process, around the voters. Unfortunately, some of the things that I've learned, I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in this round. And unfortunately, that came to be. But when you look at the comments, I retweeted a gentleman on Twitter who reminded everybody of some of the comments, some of the views that these people, the voters think of Cincinnati and the Bengals. That is a mountain to climb. First of all, I don't know if they should be voting with opinions about the teams that they're voting on, if they should be voting at all.
It should be on facts. I mean, he retired. Like I said, let's just go. I'll bring this back up here if I can find it. Let's just go to Ken Riley. I mean, he retired in 1983. Look at him. He's still fifth. I mean, Charles Woodson, Ed Reed, Lonnie Lott, all of them. Well, Ronnie Lott was playing in 83. But Charles Woodson and Ed Reed both played after Ken Riley was done playing. Hell, they might have been born after he was done playing. And they're in. Seriously?
You know what? The only good rebuttal on that I have ever heard is the idea that the reason why he had so many interceptions was because teams wouldn't throw near Lamar Parrish at all.
Right, yeah.
If he was that much better than 65 interceptions, then he should have already been in the Hall. Mm-hmm. So that proves our point. I get it. It's hard to think that there is a Cincinnati bias, that people actively don't like our team, except for the fact that you get voters making disparaging comments absolutely about our team. The proof is out there. They've been quoted. You know what? Yeah. I would beg the voters. I mean, we can't have gatekeeping in the community. We all own this. We've all got to step up. Sam, breaking out the Cincy Jungle days. Hey, yeah. I gotta log back in. I miss you all too. But we've got to be all in. Yeah, I've got to do more. I started the website. Put the Kens in Canton. I think I tweeted. It was a project that died. I feel guilty about that. I mean, not that my one little project was going to mean anything, but I had the website, my face, it wasn't anywhere. And I wanted it just to be community posting videos. But I mean, Twitter's basically already that. So if we're using hashtags and we're posting videos and highlights and we're getting the word out, I'm thinking that it might not be enough. But if we are engaging other fans, I tweeted that if we're engaging other fans, if we're maybe trying to engage voters, national media, like help us out. When we all sent a package, and I guess I should tell the story eventually, but I had the idea to send Good Morning Football package from some Bengals fans. So, it got together, just randomly happened with Zim, Yaz, Bengalorian, Whitney. We got some fun stuff together, and I included Ken Anderson card and Ken Riley, and be like, hey, help us out. Right. We need to talk about some of these guys.
We need some national shows to get behind us.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, if I can't F-bomb everything and piss these guys off, who you've got to think they've all been voters for how long?
Too long.
I'm sorry. If anybody's listening, you voters, you got to wonder, you've got to empathize with us. We're going to question is this a power trip? Like you control the fate of our favorite players who are absolutely deserving to be in the Hall of Fame. We're at your mercy. You win.
My thing is why? Why do they have this bias against the Bengals? Against it? What did the Bengals do to these guys? I mean, I don't understand. That's why I like give me some kind of. And I have nothing against the guys they put in. That's fine. Dick Vermeil, I think, deserves to be in. But my point is, I think Ken Riley and Ken Anderson should have been in when Dick Vermeil took the Rams job, the St. Louis Rams job back in 98, 99. They should have been in then. That was 20 years ago. And now this guy comes out of retirement. Granted, wins the Super Bowl, and has a good run with St. Louis and another good run with Kansas City, and then retires again. And he gets in before either one of the Kens did. It's just, it just doesn't make sense, dude. I mean, do we have to? Well, the guy I was talking about, the wide receiver for the Cowboys who got in this year, and he went in for the draft last year and was crying. I cannot remember his name right now. That's the one I was talking about. But he got in. Like, do we have to do that? Do we have to go in front of everybody? I mean, does Ken Anderson and Ken Riley, which they're not going to do this, do they have to go and beg? I mean, what do they have to do?
See, I'm willing to beg. I know they won't. I know they won't, and that's why I love them.
Yes,
but I'll beg.
That's it.
If they want crown applicant Drew Pearson, yep. If they want me to shine their shoes, if they want me to wash their cars, hey, voters, I am for hire. If you want me to dress up in the outfit while I'm doing it, I'll do it. Any one of us fans would do anything for these guys. I mean, how many fan bases, how many teams do you get to interact with legends? Fortunately, we have Ken's son to interact with, and he's always a joy to talk to. And Ken Anderson, I mean, the man doesn't even have a blue check on Twitter yet. What? There are people with 500 followers and blue checks, and Ken Anderson,
right?
Super Bowl Ken Anderson, two-time passing leader Ken Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Beat Dan Fouts in the Freezer Bowl Ken Anderson.
Yeah.
We got a comment here from Jack. He says, no Bengal Hall of Famers is the punishment for making people sit through the terrible 90s. Now, I have something to go against that. The Buccaneers have at least two or three in there. And yes, I know they won two Super Bowls. But the 70s, 80s, especially the 80s, they were god-awful.
Yep.
So I don't. That's the reason. That's stupid. And I don't think personally that's the reason. But
I've heard the Brown family and not having the ring of honor and all these. You know what? But if I'm a voter, I'm throwing all that out the window. I don't care about personal relationships with people associated with a team. I don't care about the team's decor or whatever ring they have. I am looking at the particular player.
Well, that's what the Hall of Fame is. It's not a team thing. It's an individual award. And that's where I'm like, they keep holding the Super Bowls against our players is just flat wrong. If you win a Super Bowl or not, there's guys that are in there that did not win a Super Bowl. I mean, Anthony Munoz is in there, didn't win a Super Bowl. Granted, he's the greatest, I think, offensive lineman ever. But it still doesn't mean that Ken Riley and Ken Anderson shouldn't be in because they didn't win a Super Bowl. They went to one. It's just that should have nothing to do with getting into the Hall of Fame. It's an individual thing. It's just like in baseball. They don't vote guys in because they won 5 World Series or whatever. I mean, there's guys that get in all the time that haven't won anything, but because baseball, I think, really looks at their numbers way more than football does. Football looks at the team you were on, and if it was like a team of the decade, and if it was you won Super Bowls and you had a whole bunch of commercials and you're popular and blah 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 blah. Baseball doesn't do that. Baseball is pure numbers. And when it comes to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, that's what it should be based on, is your numbers you did as an individual player in the time you played.
I heard, though, that some of the voters, not necessarily saying the senior, but some of the voters were possibly complaining that they're letting too many people in the Hall of Fame. And I think that's wrong. I don't think there's enough. I don't think there needs to be a size limit. Like,
it's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, build
How is
more.
there a limit?
They've got plenty of acreage to add on to the building. Yeah. Build us our own wing, for crying out loud. Put us separate. I don't care. Just let us see that memorabilia and those stories and that film. It's hard for me. It's been 2 years since I've been up there. I normally, for 3 years in a row, I went with Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association. Great organization of crazy fans and a lot of great charity work, great people. And I skipped it this year. Last year I said I wouldn't go back, and I skipped it this year. And, it stinks. Mm-hmm. But even when I went, there were no stories for me. I don't feel like it's for every team. I've said it before, it's a ring of honor for a smaller subset of the teams in the NFL. I mean, there are so many other teams that are so underrepresented mm-hmm. that us fans, we don't get anything out of it. Why am I buying a ticket to watch everybody else's players get honored? And I know I've got guys deserving. I don't get it. I'm angry. I'm upset. Like I want to yell at them. I want to beg. It's just all over the board.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. But it's just Josh made a good point here. He said Megatron was the first ballot Hall of Famer with a short career and played for the Lions.
Yeah.
So he gets in. Ken Riley played for 15 years, 5th all time on the interception list, and he can't get in. And I got no problem with Megatron getting in. I think he deserved to get in. But I mean,
oh yeah,
that's just my point. Is like Josh made it right there. It's perfect. I'm like, okay, he got in. He didn't win a Super Bowl, and he's with the Lions. And I'm sorry, but the Lions have never, ever went to a Super Bowl. Never. And they got more guys in there than we do. I think we got one. One.
Absolute robbery. And now I almost feel like they're doing it to spite us. They hear us. They hear us.
Oh yeah. Well, they've even told Jim that they heard us. I mean, so I know they have. It's just this one hurts more than last year. I mean, it hurt when Ken Riley passed away and he didn't get it. I thought he might get in that year, which was 2 years ago. I really thought he was going to get in this year, just because of the push we have, and I know the committee was hearing us and talking to Bengals fans, and I just cannot believe that he didn't get in again. And I got nothing against Dick Vermeil. I know he's coaching, or the other guy, which I'm sorry, the other guy, I don't even know who he is.
That's the point.
I don't know who he is. He might.
Those fans are ecstatic right now. The rest of the NFL is probably thinking, who? But yet, if you want to look up record books, mm-hmm. everybody knows who Ken Riley is, and everyone knows who Ken Anderson is.
They're in the record books. Yep. You can look it up. It's not that hard. All right, man. I think I'm going to talk some Reds now. I'm depressed, but I thank you for jumping on real quick and hashing this out. And I'll see you Sunday, brother.
All right, brother. Who day?
Who day? All right, guys. Let's get to the Red stuff that I had. I can't talk about it. I'm just going to keep getting irritated. Let's see here. Let me get to switch that to there. All right. Now let's get to the thing I said at the beginning. Actually, what I said on my live hit that I was going to talk about, which is Joey Votto in contention for the Hall of Fame? He is contention for the Hall. And that's another guy that should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if he's going to be a first ballot, but he should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Well, let's get to the Reds here right now. We'll talk about Joey Votto. But right now, the Reds start a 3-game series versus the Boozers tonight. First pitch is at 8:10. It's a 3-game series. If the Reds can do what they did last time in Milwaukee, they won 3 games, 3 out of 4. If they win 3 games this time in Milwaukee, we'll only be 4.5 games out of first place. And we're already in the second wild card position. So I have a whole bunch of stats and everything for Joey Votto and what a renaissance year he is having this year. And does he deserve a chance at the Hall of Fame? Or I keep saying Hall of Fame. I get a Hall of Fame with the Bengals. Does he deserve a chance for the MVP? Now, in 2021, this is his stats for 2020. Let me get it right here. There you go. This is this year's stats. 2021, 96 games, 280, 17th in the NL. On-base percentage is 377. 28 home runs, tied for second. 81 RBIs, 8 turns, 38 in September. Now, how did this happen because, like, you know, a couple years ago, I was like, oh, Joey Votto's washed up. And I mean, I was kind of thinking, you know, he might not be as good as he was. But let's look at his splits. This is since 20, my graphics in a way, but since 2017. Yeah, 2017, 2018, 2019. OBS 457, 417, 357. I mean, it's all, that's average Joey Votto stuff. Now, what did he do to change it? This. His batting stance. He decided he wants to try to drive the ball with a more of an upright swing. He's also swinging at balls that he wouldn't used to swing at. Now, this is what he's done since then. Before August 29th of 2020 and since August 29th of 2020. This is when he got sat down. Look at this. Look at the fly ball rate, 35.5%. He's pulling the ball, 40%. Hitting it harder, 51.9%. He's barreling it up, 17.9% more. He's striking out more. His bases and balls went down, but I think we all can agree we like what he's done. Now, where am I at here? I got all this stuff. I had all this stuff planned out here. It's working out good so far. Now, this is why. Right here. Yes, this is why I think Joey Votto should be considered for the MVP. This is just since the All-Star break. Now, I did all this, started doing this when Nick Castellanos was on the disabled list. 17 home runs, which is first. On-base percentage, 426, which is fifth. Slugging percentage is 766, which is first. WRC, which I don't even know what that is 199, and he's second. And his WAR is 2.3, which is third. But I'm looking at the 17 home runs and the on-base percentage and the slugging percentage. Those are the three I really like. 17 home runs for a 38-year-old guy who changed his batting swing and his stance, and he's still getting on base at a 426 clip. That's awesome. I was looking at his on-base percentage of all time, leaders of all time. He's got 7. He's still probably got at least, he's got, I think, 2 more years on this contract. I mean, who knows? He can get up even higher. I mean, the way he's playing right now, if he keeps going, he can play until he's in his 40s. Those are all Hall of Famers right there. Oh, except for Barry Bonds, but Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I checked this one out. Now, this is since he made his debut in 2007. It's OBP. 417. You got Bonds, Mantle, Thomas, Hall of Famers. Trout, go be a Hall of Famer. Martinez, and then Votto. It is unbelievable what a year he is having. I'm very excited with what Joey Votto has done. I think should be in the running for the MVP. And I know it'd be weird because I know it's just for basically a half a season. But it's a half a season that he has carried the Reds. I mean, since he was injured the first half, All-Star break, we had Jesse Winker, Nick Castellanos. Winker kind of got off to a slow start in the second half. Now he's injured. Castellanos got hurt. He's starting to come back. The one consistent guy has been Joseph, the legend, Joseph Daniel Votto. This is his career comparison to Edgar Martinez. On-base percentage, 417. Edgar's 418. Slugging percentage, 520. Outslugs him. Home runs, he's out-homered him. Like I said, I'm going back and forth between career stats and this year's stats. But the best one for the argument for MVP for 2021 is this. In 2021, 96 games so far, 280 batting average, 377 on-base percentage, 28 home runs, and 81 RBIs. That's awesome. And that's that. Anybody, some guys will take that for a whole season. We're talking about a half a season. We're talking about since the All-Star break. It's very, very. I don't know if I'll put it this way. I don't know if he's going to make it or not, but he's at least deserves to be in the conversation. I mean, I know first half we were all saying, at least I was saying Jesse Winker and Nick Castellanos, but they've kind of trailed off a little bit. But the thing is, everybody remembers the end of the season, and the playoff push. And the playoff push right now is led by Joseph Daniel Votto and his new me celebration, which I think is really cool. And it's just cool watching Votto come out of his shell this year and what he has done, Titus, what's up? I can't wait to see the Reds play in the Field of Dreams next year. Yes, that'll be very cool to watch them play. It'll be them and the Cubs. That'll be a lot of fun. I would love to go to that game, but it's really, really expensive and really far away and really hard to get to where it's at. But yes. So how are Reds fans feeling right now? I mean, we're a game up in the second wild card. We have a chance starting tonight here at 8:10 to knock about 3 games off against the Boozers. If we can do that, which they've done it before, they won 3 out of 4 last time. They'd be only 4.5 games out of first place. It could get really interesting really quick. So we'll see what happens. I'm very excited. 8 o'clock, 8:10 tonight is the Reds game. And just let's kind of tidy up the whole Ken Riley, Ken Anderson thing. Yes, Chris. Hope's alive with Reds fans. Yeah, exactly. We got to have some kind of hope because I'm kind of devastated that Ken Anderson and Ken Riley didn't get in. But let's not give up. We got to try to get them in and try to get Willie Anderson in. Willie, hopefully, will be perfect. Bengals are in the Super Bowl this year, and Willie Anderson gets nominated for the Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Tim, he said, I think they will get it done this year, meaning the Reds. Now, Tim, I'll give you credit, man. You told me a while ago you thought the Reds and the Bengals were going to go to the playoffs. And at the time, I was kind of wavering a little bit because, I mean, I am a huge Reds fan and I'm a huge Bengals fan. But the bullpen just scared me so much, right? I just don't know what they're going to do. And what scares me right now is if they make the playoffs, right now, we're in a 1-game playoff versus the Dodgers, and probably Max Scherzer is going to be your game 1 starter. This offense can hit anybody. I have no doubt of that. But it's 1 game, and you never know what's going to happen. Crown says the bullpen scares him. It doesn't scare me as much as it used to, but it still does scare me, Crown, because it just PSTD or whatever you call from the whole season of watching these guys come in and walk people and give up 6-run leads and everything. Not the 3 guys we got. Since then, our bullpen's pretty good. Been pretty good along with Michael Lorenzen. And we're getting TJ Anton back this week. So that's another bullet that David Bell has down there. Titus, I just hope we don't get swept like we did last year. I'll put it to you this way. I think the Brewers, they got a 68 or no, was it 9-game lead? Whatever game lead. I can't remember right now. I'm not saying they're in cruise mode, but they're going to the playoffs. So hopefully the Reds can take advantage of that, of them maybe not be as intense or as in tune with the game right now. Because the Reds are still fighting for the playoff lives. Boozers are most likely going to the playoffs. Tim, I think 2023 will be the year Ken Anderson and Ken Riley will be going to Canton. Don't worry. Jeff Willie gets inducted next year. I hope so, man. Put it this way. Ken Anderson and Ken Riley can't go in at the same time. You can only take one. You know, they have one senior player and one coach. So we'll see what happens. Titus, did we go to the playoffs last year and we got swept? I hope that's not going to happen this year to us. I don't know if it gets the Indians. I forgot who we played last year. We played the Braves last year and got swept. We went 22 innings. 22 innings and did not score a single run. Now, as of right now, Titus, and everybody else is watching, if the playoffs in today, it's a one-game playoff. That's it, and I hate that. You know, I wish it at least to be a 3-game series, you know, or something. But it's a one-game playoff. That's all you get right now. That's why if we can sweep the Boozers and get within 4.5, I mean, one, it's going to happen. It's going to help both ways. Hopefully, you gain some gains on the Padres, and maybe gain some gains on the Dodgers. Get that first wild card. But the bigger thing is gain some games on the Boozers and put some pressure on them. You know, because let's face facts. Before, when this team was really rolling, which I mean, it's rolling right now, but right before the All-Star break, when it was really rolling, and we went in there and kicked the Boozers' ass, they couldn't beat us. They can't out-hit us. They might be able to out-pitch us, though. But with the additions that we did with the bullpen, it's better. So we will see what happens. But I like to thank everybody who joined me tonight. I like to thank Captain for coming on. And like I said, kind of a disappointing day with Ken Anderson, Ken Riley not getting in. But it happens. So let me get to the groups that let me live stream it, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I got Who Dey Nation, Bengals Nation, Bengals Who Dey Nation, Cincinnati Bengals the Jungle, Cincinnati Reds riding third, heading for home, Bearcat Country, beat Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The Twitter handle is Jeff A. Trenopole. I'm on TikTok at Iceman90. I'll be pulling a sign off later on tonight and putting it up on the podcast. So if you missed anything that me and Bengals Captain were talking about with Ken Riley and Ken Anderson, you can go back and listen to it on the podcast, or you can rewind the show and listen to it there. YouTubers, like I said, I'm at 1,315 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And as always, remember one thing and one thing only. And that is, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. Who Dey? Bengals Nation. Who Dey Nation. Bengals fans. Bengals country. Keep chopping wood. Keep after them on Twitter. Keep after them on social media. Be nice. But keep getting Ken Anderson, Ken Riley, and Willie Anderson out there. I lost connection with my mouse. That's not good. All right, there you go. And we will get them in. And one day, all us Bengals fans will be up there celebrating like crazy. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya! The show's about to start. Are you ready?